What you say that, bro? Good morning. I'm trying to get in a little put option trade this morning. I'm looking at Nvidia and Peloton. I'm expecting these stocks to go down in the morning. I got 3 minutes and 19 seconds for the market to open. You want to get on this kind of stuff early. So I'm kind of set up. What's up there, Seaweed? I'm just looking to put in a little put to get the morning started with Peloton and Nvidia. I think the stocks are going down, so I'm gonna try to do a little quick put option trade. This is a little something small. I ain't got that kind of money like everybody. Okay, we already started. 8:45. I'm gonna do one option. One option go cost me $650. I get out the if I don't make it, I lose. I'm risking I risk $150 that I'm willing to lose and go up to that. I'm gonna do this 9. I'm talking fast because you got to put this shit in fast sometimes. Firm. Hope that option take. Got 1 minute to go on this one. This is Nvidia. So I'm looking for Nvidia stock to go down. This is the chart. This is how Nvidia been looking for about a month or two, right? So I'm looking for it to go back down. All my indicators here saying that it's going down. Volume is down. And there's some news in there that tells me that that the stock is going down. Doesn't mean it ain't a good stock, because once it go down, if you get to here, I'll make money and then I'll buy some more shares of Nvidia. I'll get rid of that. No, I'm gonna change that. Cancel. All right. I thought I already started. As soon as this gets started, you're gonna see how fast it start moving when the market opens. 3, 2, 1. That's the first spec right there. Let you know exactly where the stock going up or down. All right. And if you want to put it in, get it in, it'll be $800 for Nvidia with the stock to go down. That's what I'm counting on. One contract. There we go. One contract. On here, I'm willing to lose $85 just in case. That's how you control your losses. I'm gonna do this 11. And if I hit 11, I'll get 250, taking a chance on losing the 85. Put that all in. Now those can be adjusted. Peloton already gone. One contract on Peloton. Put it 8. All right. I put in 2 put options. Well, so this is how they're doing. Let me get the time frame. I was just putting in a couple put options, guys. Some of my friends actually wanted me to show them how to do some of this. So I just make little small videos and show them. So as long as these stocks are going down, this is an hourly chart. This is 15-minute look. That's how it's look going down. And so far, I'm right. And oh, they gave me 2 NVIDIA puts. All right, well, I'll work with that. 2 NVIDIA puts. Total cost about $1,600. As the put drop, what the hell else I did? All right. That's what I get from Russian. To have 2 NVIDIA puts. Every dollar NVIDIA drops, right here, it's at 190. Every dollar it drops, I make money. So every dollar it drop, I may make, give it a roundabout estimate, about $40, $50 every dollar it drops for today, right? And that's how the numbers look. So far I made $85 within those few minutes. And I got the whole day. Now, NVIDIA supposed to take a big drop. Some people pulled out a lot of cash in NVIDIA, as we were looking earlier. And you're enjoying the Southern University marching band. I'm an old bandaholic, so I'm big on it. Especially we got Mardi Gras and everything coming back up real soon in New Orleans. All right, as Nvidia dropping, just show y'all how it looks. So it dropped down about two and a half, 2.20 points since I put the option in. Now this is within the first 15 minutes, 15-minute chart. The next 15 minutes will tell another tale. What platform I trade on? I trade on Webull. Webull, and they got a lot of good platforms, but Webull give me everything I need as far as the chart concerned. Webull pretty much got everything. You can control your losses. A lot of people think when you invest in money or something like that, that you take the risk of losing all your money or all your savings because you bought stocks and the stock went down. Well, you can control your loss, right? You can, just like you just seen me did. But this is option trading, which is different than investing. So this is what it looks like in reverse. These are the two options I put in. I got in one right about here. And I was going to cash out right here, but I'm going to move this up. So cash out right here, which is going to probably give me about $250. Moving that one up a little bit. And the same thing with this one. Depends on how far it drops. So I got time today so I can keep up with it and just watch the money grow. All right, you see that big gap right here? That's when the stock shot up. It's just one of the charts. Well, one thing about option trading, you don't need a lot of money to option trade. You can option trade. I actually started this account with a couple $1,000s, right? And it dropped down a little bit, but you want to just learn about it. You got to learn option trading. That's different than investing. So you can actually do this here for income, literally. Like when some people say, they made $100 and 200, 300 a day. You can do that, but I don't really encourage that because some people think it's gonna be like, uh, what's up there, eh? Some people think it's gonna be like some damn Wolf of Wall Street. It don't work like that. You got to actually learn and stuff because you will lose in a trade, lose money, right? And so Webull kind of gives you everything you need. So right now that option I put in is at $200 right now, and that's not even 30 minutes into the game. Now these are Nvidia stocks, right? I brought this stock, this one of the accounts I have, so I just decided to buy this because I'm gonna take the whatever profit I make off of options, and I'll purchase the stock, right? I like Nvidia stock, and this is here is Robotech, right? I like that too. That stock was $5.60 something cents. Is down to 3 something. So it's a loss right now because the market is down on that. But don't forget that you don't lose money until you sell a stock. You still own the stock. And I had 2 shares of Nvidia, right? So I got Nvidia, regular shares of stocks, not option trading. I got Nvidia kind of cheap, 2 shares. I think it went cost me 2 something. It's down a little bit. Cost me 196. And it's down to 188. I'm not concerned about that. That's not a big thing. But this was my profit maker, option trading. So I'm at $245 in a few minutes. If I cash out, this will grow to another, and you get the idea. So every this candle is showing that every 15 minutes, and right here down here in the corner, I'm at 240. It's 840. When 845 comes, you're gonna have another candle. The candle is gonna go up and down. So this is literally just following the money. I'm gonna do that. All right, and then I keep up with the news. Yahoo Finance is one of the things. Okay, one of my orders closed. I forgot to move it. All right, so I just profited off that first NVIDIA put. Let's see what this is. Right here, so it cast out that first NVIDIA put. I should have left it a lot higher because it hit that mark. I think I might have made $200 or something. Someone raised it to $400 or something. I mean, not dollars, points up to 14. Because I think it's gonna fall a lot faster than I actually thought. I didn't think it was gonna go that fast. I want time to move this. All right, so that's my goal right here. My goal is to cash out here. I should have had two moving. Now I got one moving. Okay, well, I just have to work with that. And that's what it looks like as it drops. And I wanted to keep both of them in there. Share kind of cash I got in this account. Oh, yep, I said I already used a lot of my buying power for this account. So I'm going to have to put it in on my other one. So what I did was I set it to just make a profit of about $200 and something instead of letting it keep counting going and adding to the profit. Now I raised it to a higher point, which is here, and then cash out. Some of these things you don't ride on because NVIDIA stock, I can guarantee you, it's a good stock. Whatever it drops, it's not going to stay down long at all or for nothing. These arrows here are indicators that you get on Webull, right? This is called a super trend indicator. All right, let's just say you want to take out the super trend. Well, I don't want to take it off yet. I'm walking at it. But these arrows here give you the where the money moving at. So when they give, it's just like suggestions. You don't clearly, strictly go by these, but that's suggesting that this stock is going down. Easy to follow. If I go to the hourly chart, they've been saying go down for a minute. So you can make your money. Right here, it says get in. This will be a call. Get in on the arrow. But the first thing I would do, Seaweed, she is I will learn all of this stuff before I just go by the these arrows and And these indicators, like the indicator right here saying go down. This is a MACD indicator. So if I wanted to check whatever I was making, all right, so now I would have been at about 400 and something if I'd have left both of them in, but it's now like 170 something. So I made about $175 already, and now I just go keep counting the 175. I should have just kept that other one and rolled it over and kept them both going. I would have doubled this number here as I went along. We're going to let it drop for the rest of the day. And I already got it set, so it should cash out automatically the way I have it set right about here. See, option trading ain't day trading, but you can make a nice little profit on it. So once it hits here, and it's Thursday, and this is just me because I don't have that ton of money like some of these other brothers have. But you can make good change off it. I got better at it as we went along because the first thing I did was I learned how to invest, and then I learned how to option trade. Let's see what they're saying on there.
To the hand we have. We've been dealt a blessed hand. Are we going to screw it up? Now, and that's really our problem. Like, are we going to so regulate AI so that somehow it's easier to do it somewhere else? Are we going to eviscerate concepts like meritocracy? Because,
See, they talking about NVIDIA. NVIDIA's AI stock. That's what NVIDIA is banking on. Their AI sales. So it's like, no. But the problem that's hitting NVIDIA, look at this. The problem with NVIDIA is that China has its own chips. They got pretty good chips. Doesn't even say that the chips are a little better than NVIDIA, but it's microseconds faster or something like that. We don't get that, but I understand what it is. So that's also pulling NVIDIA stock down. So when you get into investing and stuff like that, you keep up with the news and just start listening to like investing channels, stock channels. They go live every day on YouTube and Google and stuff like that. They got all kind of advice. YouTube has a whole lot of information on how to invest, how to start buying stocks and things of that sort now because the information is out here now.
Obviously, the two most valuable things are kind of the chips and the technology. They're both here. But yes, it means we have to get out of our parochial little niche and start evaluating things on the issues. Like the bounty of riches that we have, it can be a huge danger. Like, do you know what I spent half my life in Germany. Do you know what Germany would do for our tech scene? Any country in Europe, any country in the world, like this is like no other country has it. And by the way, it's incredibly hard to replicate because it's not people want to believe, including in the Valley, it's like some pure IQ. It's not. It's like a way of organizing things, a way of doing things, plus IQ and other attributes. And this is somehow in this country, if you're like me, you're like, yeah, we our Constitution was given to us by higher power. We have a special role in the world. Some people don't believe that, but there's a lot of evidence for what I believe, including this whole conversation. And then the real question is, do we screw it up? And yeah, we could screw it up.
Let me ask you this: in this AI discussion we're having, investors are clearly determined now to Palantir is an AI winner. Your stock is sold. I talked to some analysts.
So Palantir is another AI jumper. Palantir, I think it's an exercise equipment. Like you look like you're running through the mountains and stuff like that. That was the other one I wanted to get in on. They And the reason why I picked those two, because those are big movers, right? Up or down. Look at Palantir going up and down, and it kind of mirrors the same thing as Nvidia. That's just the AI market. Look almost identical. So I'm a definitely double up on both of these next time around.
Analysts is like, nosebleed level valuation. The quote unquote journalist that says we're powering the surveillance state domestically. The quote unquote person that says I'm a conspiracy. The quote unquote person, I don't know. There's all these things. In every country, there's a negative Palantir meme. What I would say to any one of them, and by the way, not just on this issue, there's persuasion and being right. One of the most important things you have to ask yourself is, how often has this person been right? And that is more important than, is it persuasive? If you, analyst, journalist, politician, if they've been right on fine.
Now what's going to be interesting is when Nvidia has its earnings call. It's called an earnings call transcript. And their projections and predictions and stuff like that, and see if they meet their sales projections and stuff like that, growth. But see, this is how you can easily review a company. Your company is doing good. It ain't doing bad. It's just got competition right now. And one thing, just like you're watching politics, when you spook some people tend to pull their money out of these accounts because something was going on, and I can understand that. The big block companies like your Charles Schwab's and all those major companies, and the companies that you have your 401k in and stuff like that invest in Nvidia, they ain't going nowhere. So the company not really going down for the most part. Just kind of like a little brief on that. They don't really go down.
What does it mean to go to market? What does it mean to get paid? Does your enterprise have to be parasitic? Should it be a parasitic? Should the host essentially be paying for the privilege of making your company larger and getting no value except for a weird feeling that you get from the parasite that you're better than you are? It's like essentially replicating the whole woke mind virus in the enterprise. They were open. By the way, they were also they were not bigoted against some obvious truths that we've been saying for 20 years. By the way, these views when they were not popular.
Like what else?
Like America is a better way to organize and live than any other place in the world. That even though it's better, we shouldn't be exporting, or especially it's better, we shouldn't export. We don't need to export our values abroad. We need to be strong enough in.
I agree with that. That's part of America's problem. We always selling the stuff off. We always should be strong enough to hold it down ourselves. No need for people to be making our products.
America, so that nobody screws with us, including my views on the border. Like we should have an actual border. We should have an actual culture. We should have meritocracy.
You got to have borders. That's crazy. That's crazy. People just open borders. That's crazy. No other country has that.
See, we should not tolerate discrimination. If discrimination means against white males or whatever that is, we should build the best products. The products are going to have to be much better than any other products in the world, or they're not going to get implemented. All these things we've been saying for 20 years, and you know what? They pissed off a lot of people in the league. You know who they didn't piss off? The same people were also making AI work for. The truck drivers, the plumbers. I run into people all over America, and quite frankly, all over the world. People who are like normal means who are now rich because of Palantir. It's not rich because of Palantir. The people who read the analyst notes and the people who wrote.
Right.
And you know what?
The people got rich off of Palantir because they got in Palantir when Palantir was real low. One of the stocks that I missed out on a long time ago, y'all remember the commercial? The first Under Armour commercial you seen, right? When they saw the guy was yelling, "Will you protect this house?" And the guy was like, "Yes, I will, I will." I'm fixing my camera, guys. That was one of the first Under Armour came out, but we were so hooked on Nike and everything, we weren't used to it. So we didn't see that coming. We just thought Nike and Reebok had a lock on everything, and that's came out not to be true. They got other competition. I remember working for UPS, and one of the supervisors was they were hell bent on staying on top of your game, right? Getting the package there on time. Competition was on their back, and stuff like that. And they was talking about FedEx, and now you got Amazon. So they was right. Companies that do that usually survive and do well. So you got to take advantage of that stuff.
That part of the book obviously is but it's so obvious that you can kind of read through it. And yeah, there's some things, but again, it's a good read. I think people read it will say, oh wow, that's really interesting. There's some things about Alex I didn't know, and you can assume all the things you don't like about me are on the inaccurate side, and all the things you do are accurate. But I think a lot of people are going to read it. I think people will enjoy reading it.
Since we're talking politics there, final question. We've been talking for a long time, the two of us, years. How have politics changed in Silicon Valley as you've watched it? What's the arc been like? And how has that, if at all, impacted the defense tech sector?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, the thing I get in most trouble for in my intellectual circles is the following statement. Silicon Valley, like the rest of the world, will listen to you if those ideas make you money. Now, of course, you still have to have convincing ideas that are true, but if those ideas are not tailored to they will not listen. The fact is, and again, whenever I tell this to my intellectual friends, they stop talking to me because they want to believe that pure ideas change the world. Pure ideas don't change the world. I'll tell you what changes the world. Pure ideas backed by the military, in this case, hopefully the U.S. Doesn't mean you have to use the military. If you're strong enough, like this is where I'm like, Palantir is not a neocon project. Our project is to make America so strong we never fight. It's simply to say all of us and so your ideas get listened to if you dominate about if they so can use it, if you use it, people are like, yeah, I'm not screwing with it.
Yeah,
And that's something that I'm proud of because not just because of the impact, but because the way in which it reverberates both in Silicon Valley and outside. And by the way, it also stands for
Well,
one of the things that's in the biography
Peloton, they went down. The stock dropped a little bit. So did
there's no reason.
So did Nvidia.
You can't advance in this society.
So I put it in on Weeble, then I put it in on the other channel.
Your time too.
On the other broker that the stock was gonna go down. So yeah, so it's working out fine now, and about $200 so far, but I only did 1 or 2 contracts. But I miss Peloton, right? Peloton dropped it too. Peloton and Nvidia, falling like hand in hand, bro. They like mirror each other, both of them tech stocks and AI and all that kind of stuff. So the AI sector kind of pulling back.
industry already seeing change. Payments and retail. You've seen the likes of Walmart, Shopify, Etsy, and Lowe's partnering with OpenAI to integrate AI tools into the shopping experience. Let's bring in a key name in this sector, Max Levchin, the CEO of VC. Max,
Yeah,
so
they
great
talk about
to
a firm
spend
right
some time
now.
with you as always. Thank you for doing this, coming to us, I believe, from another country.
I'm looking at
Thank you so much.
Yahoo Finance.
Country in the United Kingdom.
United Kingdom. Okay, there we go. I appreciate the correction. So one thing we have not talked about in Invest, we talked about how AI is impacting sports, how AI is impacting Bitcoin. We haven't talked about how AI is going to impact the shopping experience. So let us have it. How will it impact it?
You know, the jury's still out. It's happening right before us, and so it's a little hard to make hard predictions. It is the case that we already live in a world of agentic commerce. So today, when you fire up your
Just go in the
favorite
financial
grocery
section.
shopping app, PG Instacart, you're telling an agent to go buy things for you. You're trusting a human in this case, but it doesn't really have to be a human, does it? To go and refill your fridge or get the
Yeah, I gotta
food
put that
that
dollar
you're
in
fully
there.
trusting a quality
Another
control
dollar.
and a payment to occur entirely outside of your hands. And so as humans, we are prepared for a sort of fully outsourced shopping experience from the desire all the way to consumption, handled entirely by a system, maybe by machines. The thing that we're talking about now